How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with another Let's Play episode. So your last episode we tried to go mining, but actually ended up running into a hunting party and did, what, 4 or 5 meteors, something like that. But I figured this time we'll actually go mining, basically just because we have a spot already reserved. I logged onto my crafter just enough to kind of get some glue working, or cooking, I suppose. But I want to, make some shop stands and request baskets. I thought maybe I'd just buy them, but I don't know, it's kind of a wild goose chase to hunt them down. I technically have some reserved in a shop somewhere else, but they're rather inconvenient to get to. But it's I kind of had set up a secret shop whenever I was doing this on live streaming, way before I even started doing the Let's Play series. But I have everything, or at least I think I have everything I need. I can throw away these totems when I don't need them. Ooh, actually, maybe I should grab some more storage shelves, but I have plenty of hammers. I got my mega fast brews, some persisting pies, and of course an atlas. And always good to have some grapples. Could probably do without the grapples, but I don't know. But I think I'll grab some storage shelves and we're gonna head over to, whoops, I guess it's over this way. Head over to, was it Malorioli Crib or something like that? The planet name's just ridiculous. But Tier 6 Blast Planet's the one I prefer for diamonds. And there we go, there's some storage shelves. About, that's only 7. Don't I have more than that? Thought. Oh yeah, I think they're at the other house. Okay. Well, 7, 8, 9, so I just need 2 more for a 3x3, so I'll just kind of run off or cannibalize these guys. Good enough. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I'm kind of tracking these objectives up here, and one of which is to apply to join a guild. So I might swing by, I think the Aquatopia hub actually has quite a few guild books. I don't actually have to join a guild, I just have to apply to join a guild. So this should be, yeah, Aqua, and yeah, right over here. So it doesn't really matter which one. I wonder if they have auto join set up. Let's see, request to join. That completed the objective. And yeah, let's just go ahead and cancel the request. Let's see here. Aqua Explorers, okay. Oh, got somebody waving at us. Let's see here. Salute. And so that got that done. We have another one for mining titanium, so we should find plenty of that. Who's he gonna say? Keep up the great videos. Hot, thanks. And let's see here, since we're here, yeah, we can head over to, what is it, Castle Black. It's kind of in the shop location. That will take us to the Portal Seeker Petulia hub, which I guess will be slightly more direct. Or I guess, well, I have a beacon for the mining location, so all I have to do is get to the planet. I was originally thinking of going this way just because the Portal Seeker hubs, they have atlases for at least all the high level worlds that are completely filled out, but we've already done that, so I could have used the Aquarius network, but I don't know, old habits die hard, I suppose. I guess we're still missing, what, toxin and corrosive protection, excuse me, got a little bit of cough there. Let's see here, oh yeah, Malorioli Crypt. Yeah, something like that. Let's return to Sanctum, and then we can just open up a warp directly to our mining location. And it's actually apparently the same one that I use on my other account. If you missed last episode, we went to basically the first attractive looking whatchamajigger hotspot, and yeah, it was like completely reserved by somebody else, so that was a bit of a bust. And then we ended up running into that hunting party, so it was interesting to say the least. Let's see here, let's get our debugging information, so our altitude 3, and we're actually right on the edge, yeah, of a reserved area. So I might leave these two things on just so I have a kind of a reference point. Got our atlas here, already equipped it from last time. Wow, okay, so this place might be pretty chewed up. Because usually this is a solid blue, and right directly was that south is got a dark spot in it, so. Okay. So yeah, maybe eventually we'll need to explore some alternative locations. Let's go ahead and eat our persisting pie. Oh, I don't have my... There we go. I have like a little script that kind of modifies my key bindings a little bit. Didn't have it running, so let's see here. I want to be about elevation 6 is what I usually like to do. And yeah, we almost need to go off to the side, I suppose. So let's just kind of power through this. Already finding some hard coal, very nice. Ooh, there we go, titanium. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's kind of go off in this direction for a while following this hotspot. Ooh, look at all of this. Oh, very nice. We already leveled up. Must have been really close. There's some diamonds there, gold. And something I've kind of found is, at least when you're can mine this fast, you kind of get a little, I guess, sloppy with technique. I used to be a lot more concerned about being efficient. But it's like I'll find a spot that kind of has a decent amount of concentration of resources and then basically just start mining up. And as you can see, it's kind of like a rich vein of just stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I love going after diamonds, is that there's so many useful things found around diamonds. You know, we have our hard coal, gold, titanium, medium coal, as well as the diamonds. So. And there's lots of iron too, but you know, you can get iron just about anywhere except, what, the starting worlds? So. Let's see here, do we want to... There's some hard coal over there. Since we have, let's see here. Just leveled up. Is there... We have 2 skill points. We could get a little bit more control, which would help me mine or reach farther. But yeah, this is working pretty decently. Oh nice, so we already completed our objective. Yeah, I just needed, what, 2 or 4 more titanium veins or something like that, so... Okay, so we're back at elevation 6. So we can just kind of keep going. I usually like to do kind of like these long tunnels, and when I hit what looks like a rich area, then I'll kind of spread out a little bit in that localized area. But, you know, a little bit of everything seems to work. Like I said, I used to be a lot more efficiency minded. So and really, as long as I'm getting resources, I don't much mind what I'm getting, because I mean, all of this stuff is useful. I suppose the medium coal is kind of, I don't know, I don't really use medium coal that often. I usually just kind of throw it in my spark generators, like, I don't know what else to do with this. The hard coal is really nice to, well, of course, compact it first, but then use it in the furnaces, because it increases the cooking or smelting time. Or not increase, but makes it go faster. Increases speed, there we go. That's what I'm trying to say. But, ooh, diamonds and Martian's best friend. Okay. See, we're already, well, we're up to level 13, and I think it's like, what? Elevation basically 0 to 20-ish for diamonds. So... Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I was going to show off that somebody has already picked up the... the kind of the pay it forward. I think they had to sell like a piece of tallow to a request basket for... I think it was, I ultimately set it for like 4,000 and change, so it would cost me exactly 5,000 coins. So, but then I later found out that you can get basically the same thing, if not better, for like 1,000 coins. So, kind of overpaid, but then again, for how long these things last, I don't really mind so much. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, Savior gave me this loot magnets in my left hand. It's this chisel. It glows in the dark, which is how I'm seeing, as well as it pulls items to me from farther away. So here we go. I was wondering when we're gonna run into, it's like, who would leave all of this yummy good stuff right here? I mean, I guess if you're only after diamonds, it kind of makes sense, but like I said, all of this stuff is useful. And here's where the jump epic would come in handy. Guess I could use the grapple in my other hand. Yeah. But I don't know. Such habit to use the other one. Because, yeah, the resources don't regenerate until all the natural blocks regenerated, so it's not like these resources weren't here whenever whoever came through here was mining, so... But, you know, medium coal, I can see why that was left behind. Hard coal and titanium, well, actually, you know, if you mine like this quite a bit, you find that you end up with a lot more titanium than you do, like, the gold and other metals that you need. Because you have to... Pretty much anything you use titanium for first has to be turned into titanium alloy, which requires either gold or silver. So you generally find that you're always hungry for gold or silver rather than the titanium itself, which is a little bit, I don't know, bit of a oxymoron or something. It's like, oh, I can't make titanium tools because I'm missing silver and gold. And then at other times, it's like, oh, I have plenty of gold, but then I don't have any copper to make the gold alloy. So it's like another... You certainly do not get very much copper by doing this. This is a pretty decent spot. Look at all that gold. Let's see here. I'm spoiled to Jiivita with maximum control and the jump epic. So definitely have to pick up at least, I think the control I have right now, which is like 4. Let's see, what is it set to? Yeah, 4. It's not a bad range. So if I just had the jump epic, I think that would work pretty much perfectly. Do I have to level up another 2 times to be able to get it? Because I only have 2 skill points right now. I need 5. Let's see, I probably should get back down. Yeah, we're up to elevation 18. Probably need to get back down around 6. It's not strictly necessary, it's just, I don't know, the way I've always done it. It's hard to say, are we even going in the right direction? But, you know, finding stuff, so see if there's... I guess that's about it. It works. The possibility we got turned around, but... There we go, there's some more diamonds. It's actually one of the issues I have with diamonds, or mining for diamonds, is because I oftentimes get too distracted with everything else, and I end up not getting as many diamonds as I would say another gem that like topaz. It's like, you go mining for topaz, that's really the only thing you're going to find of interest, unless you're just really interested in tech devices. So it kind of helps to focus you on getting that actual gem. Whereas diamonds, you know, hard coal and gold, it's kind of a... I don't know, I can't seem to pass those things up. And I start going for those other things, and it's like, oh, well, why not pick up the iron and the medium coal? It's not as attractive as some of the other products you can get here, but they're still useful. It's like, I'll use them eventually. You know, maybe build an iron skyscraper. Actually, no, I don't think I'd ever build a skyscraper, but, you know, certainly building something large out of iron. I don't know. Iron's one of my favorites. So here in early access, my entire basement ceiling was made out of compacted iron, which for the time was kind of excessive or luxurious, I might say. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, well, it's hard, so therefore it's cool, and therefore I want to do it. So I can't remember how many weeks I tortured myself, at least with the first ceiling. As I expanded, it's like, well, you know, it's really not that big of a deal to get more iron. But certainly at the time when I did my original ceiling, it was an undertaking, to say the least. And Kippy wasn't exactly amused with me. Kinda... Well, not kinda, she did help me with at least some of it. And especially back then, it wasn't so much the iron that was the issue, it was the coal. Because literally back then, it was like, you break one resource block, you got one resource. So, you wanted 900 coal, you had to go find 900, you know, soft coal veins or medium coal, whatever you're going after. Certainly now, you break like one seam and you get, let's see here. And that was several, but that was 8 iron. Yeah. So, you know, getting 3 to 4 resources out of a single seam is a huge difference. So, and plus it took like, what, 2 pieces of coal, or at least soft coal, to be able to smelt 1 piece of ore. So you basically... Unless you're getting something like medium coal, you just about had to have double the amount of coal as you had ore. And now it's not even considering the spark. So... interesting times. I always kind of smile a little bit when people... It's like, oh, it's so grindy. And it's like, well, maybe you should have played it back in early access. I mean, certainly there was no tools or speed brews. Well, I guess there was speed brews. But that came, what, months before release? So most of early access is pretty slow going as far as mining. Here. Like I haven't seen any diamonds in a while. Have I wandered into... Oh, yeah, I'm like way outside of the hotspot. It's like, where's all the diamonds? I don't know why I got the fossil. The large fossils, they actually kind of annoy me because you actually have to have power just to process them. Not to mention spark and other things. It's like, I'd almost rather just get the small fossils because you don't have to spend anything extra or have anything extra to process them. It just, you know, you need more of it because, you know, the yield less, but it seems like it'd be overall cheaper. So, let's see here. We can come over here. There we go, there's some diamonds. Very nice. That's kind of the thing, is here lately, I can't seem to come to this location without it already being kind of torn up, but then again, it's like, I still find plenty of stuff, so... Like, usually, okay, maybe just go to a different elevation, or just kind of go off to the side, and... You know, it's like, even the places that are chewed up, like, I'll just kind of look up and start mining. It's like, oh, there's more diamonds right there. Oh, like our first speed brew wore off. So what, we should, like, what, 3 of them or something like that? Because the pie will last 45 minutes, and then each brew lasts 15, so, yeah. I think last episode was like, oh, I need 4, and then I'm sitting there doing the mental math. I was like, well, that doesn't sound right. Because certainly, you know, I guess it really depends on what you're going after. You're really after the resources, or are you after the stone as much as the resources? Because there's an argument for, like, okay, keep the hammer swinging as much as possible. That way you're maximizing both the amount of ground you're covering, but also just how much raw, you know, stone and or rock and everything that you get. And by covering more ground, as long as you're not going too quickly, should uncover more resources. So, I'm kind of being a little bit more, I guess, selective than I normally am, even though I am quite interested in the stone, just about as much as the resources. I mean, crafting-wise, yeah, I'm not even sure we're really up to speed enough to be able to do anything with gems. Maybe we could do like some gem torches, but not sure I can really craft my own gem equipment just yet. I know I do have some workbench power coils, but not too many. So, which, you know, I guess with the diamonds I could start crafting my own power coils. So, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. And certainly I have like a full set of compactor power coils that I need to, like, I don't know, up to like 54,000, so that's another thing that Savior gave me, so I'll definitely want to pay that forward. Just haven't quite decided, like, well, you know, do it one at a time or a whole entire batch. So I think it's like 25,000 to buy enough compactor power coils to be able to compact hard coal. So I guess that would be kind of a cool, you know, lump sum to kind of offer up to a lucky player, or I could kind of piece it out and like give lots of players a taste, or at least a chance. So, decisions. I guess I could do, because what, they're like 2,500 a piece. I think it's the cheapest price I've seen for them. So I could do like groups of 2 at a time, and that would be 5,000 coins at a time. That seems pretty reasonable. That's how much I paid for the loot magnet. Even though it's kind of a bit of overpaying, but at least at the time I had no clue what they were supposed to be worth. I've never bought one, I've always just made them myself, and it's like, well, they last forever, so it's kind of like I don't really care what they cost. Particularly when I make my own, I usually is like, oh, I'll just go all out. I'm like using Vigor Catalyst and things like that. I've never really used, I've never used the Boon Transmutation Solvent, the one that uses Roadrunner feathers. I still can't bring myself to use them. I've tested them on the testing servers and they are really nice, but I don't know. For making like the tier 6 mining hammers, I just don't really seem to really need them. I could probably eke out some slightly better results if I would use them, but just can't seem to justify using precious Roadrunner feathers. Then again, it's like, well, I don't use them for anything else, so they just kind of sit there. Oh, yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so let's... Beacons... Oh, it's like my Bezo Verona mine is getting low. I have to go renew that. Okay, nice. We're actually not far at all. It's one of the handy things about... It's almost mandatory, at least in my eyes. You're using the AoE hammers along with speed brews. You really need somewhere to just dump, unless you just don't care about the rock. I guess you could just not pick the rock up, but it's like easy way to level another character or just get extra experience, or because if you're after cubits, then it's a really nice way to get cubits. Oh, there it is. Looks like I'm pretty sure there's some titanium up here somewhere. Yep, this is where really need the jump epic. I guess I could put a couple of points more into control and that might sort of fix the issue, but or I could just get the jump epic and then I'd just be able to jump up there. Either to jump on like a higher ledge, or kind of jump and then swing my hammer sort of thing. Did I? Okay, I guess I did. Like, suddenly I couldn't remember, it's like, did I even empty my inventory? I know I put the shelves down, but I get to talking and then I get distracted. And we are still in... Yeah, okay. It's a bit of a dry patch, I guess. Oh, wow. I guess whoever else likes the mine here prefers a slightly higher elevation. I guess that would give you maybe a little bit more gold, but also theoretically give you a bit less diamonds. There we go. Something was like Spidey senses. There's diamonds nearby. Of course. It'd be really interesting to see how many diamonds I've already walked past. It's like, oh, it's just on the other side of the rock. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, very nice. Silver? That's kind of interesting. Usually, like, hardly ever see silver down here. Does that mean I'm... Oh, yeah, I'm kind of in between. I guess I've never tried going over into this hotspot. Might be worth a try. Could be full of lava, so... Let's see here, is it straight? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I just can't leave the hard coal behind. It looks like it might be chewed up over here as well. Ooh, more diamonds. Just trying to get to the hard coal, and it's like, these pesky diamonds are getting in my way. Oh my goodness. Really know why I'm backtracking a little bit. Should be still kind of in between hotspots. Well, no, we're clearly in the next one. It's like whoever went mining here kind of favors the same elevation I mine at. Ooh, very nice. Lots of goodies. Look, Look at all that titanium. That it? It looks like it. It's a nice little cluster of resources. Oh, okay, that was... What was that noise? Is my potion wearing off? Okay, so yeah, this will be really the last profile. Yep, each one's about 14 minutes duration. I almost said durability. Very nice. Oh, on a roll here. So diamonds, coal, gold. I mean, I guess I'm basically naming off everything you can find down here, but iron. Iron is good too. Also extra experience for mining resources, so kind of another way to look at it is, oh, it's just boring old iron. It's like, well, it's got uses and it's extra experience. Then again, extra experience, you know, you could look at it as like, well, if I just keep the hammer swinging as fast as possible, that's extra experience too. Let's see here. Kind of getting curious of, no, we're still kind of in the meat of it. Very nice. Oh yeah, that's probably why I'm finding more gold, is I am a slightly higher elevation, so can't help but get amused at my own disorganized mining style now. It's like, I don't know, I guess at the point that I started using the speed brews, it's like, well, there's not much of really anything to worry about, just keep swinging and everything will be okay. As long as you don't run into lava. But certainly we have the lava protection guild buff. At least last time I checked I did. I guess I could have swapped it out. Because, let's see here. Yeah, we have the universal chat channels, so that should mean that we have the new guild buffs as well. I don't think they swapped them out for anything though. At least not the default buffs. Very nice, we leveled up again. That'll give us, what, 4 skill points. Still need to level up 1 more to get that precious jump epic. I guess we could sacrifice something. What? A point of control, maybe? Point in atmospheric protection that we're not using. I think we've already stripped away all of my armor, so that's not really an option. Kind of the one drawback, I guess, to actually having the energy epic is kind of makes you feel like you have no extra energy when you finally do use it all up, but then again, it's like you can swing your tool practically forever in comparison. Used to, I would just get, just enough to have like 1,000 energy, and then the energy regeneration epic, and it's like, well, you know, wait, what, 3 seconds and you have your entire energy bar back all at once, and then you don't have to sit there and wait. But, being able to swing your hammer for several minutes before having to do that is really nice. Especially if you have like, a tool that's actually somewhat energy efficient, which diamonds are pretty horrible on energy efficiency, but I forged some tier 6 topaz hammers, and yeah, it's like I never actually used up all my energy with them, because I would end up having to, or not having to, I'd end up kind of getting distracted and stopping for a little while before I ran out of energy. And then of course it would regenerate and like, oh, it's like having infinite energy. Kind of felt that way. It's really nice. But they're a bit harder to forge, and I might have to end up using like a strength brew, but then again, they are really fast just by default, so okay. So our buff fell off. I don't know. Can't resist getting the gold. And we didn't even break a hammer, so pretty good. Or maybe that's just a testament to how distracted I was. Okay, so got 49 diamonds there. Let's just put it all in one stack. At least try to. There we go. So 449 diamonds. I guess I could go ahead and call that 450 because I have one in my atlas, but of course I already had that diamond. But let's head over back to the beacon. And see what else we have. Because we should have a nice assortment of, well, everything. Okay, so we made it back to the camp. I kind of already gathered up the resources. So we have however much rock that is, plus the rock that's in our inventory. And I actually had apparently put some of the diamonds on the shelf. So I actually have 490 diamonds right there. Plus, yeah, essentially 2 smart stacks of coal. All either medium or hard coal. Looks like it's mostly hard, so that's pretty cool. Got like what, 3 smart stacks of ore. 3.5-ish. Yeah, that's mostly iron. There's 200 gold, 360 gold. Quite a bit of titanium, tiny, insignificant amount of silver, and absolutely no copper whatsoever. That always kind of amuses me. Actually, for the higher level worlds, copper ends up becoming more rare, I guess, to make room for the higher level resources, or maybe keep the need for lower level worlds. Which I guess is kind of nice, because otherwise you just be completely flooded with copper. I guess we got some random fragments here, but anyway, I think I'll kind of move all of this stuff over to my base on my own time. This was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel, want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.